everybody. Good evening.
Good evening, Asha.
How are you all?
Yes. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening,
Good
Matrix.
evening.
Today, we continue our micro webinar practice series. Presenting next is Asha on nervous to natural. Why speaking feels scary. Before we begin, here's your Atulith tip for this session. Your slides support. Your voice leads. Never let text overpower your presence. Observe how the message is delivered, not just displayed. So, yes, Asha, you may begin.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everybody. So, my topic is Nervous to Natural, Why Speaking Feels Scary by me, Aasha Batania, who is a debutante in the training industry. And I am making an effort for this small and very, very obvious topic, which is why do you feel nervous while speaking or presenting anything? So, this is according to a very, very simple human mind reactions, that there are fears that we all carry when we are on the stage or we are presenting anything to a large crowd, where first of all is fear of being judged, how we are being judged. Is my hair looking good? Am I speaking right? Am I speaking relatable? Right? So this is one of the very important fear. Contributing to this is forgetting words. A lot of times, a lot of people have so much to deliver and they think that um, having 100 words in mind, we might forget one. So then what? So there's a huge, big question mark there. And obviously, I'm sorry, I'm switching on to the language, which is Hindi, overthinking. Char log kya kahenge, right? What others are going to think about me when I say something wrong, or when my speech is a little off track, or if I use something, or if I use a incorrect word. But in reality, nervousness doesn't mean you can't speak well. It simply means you care. So when you go into a large public, you are caring about your audience, you're caring about, if I speak a wrong word, what they're going to think. That is when the nervousness increases. That is when you are not able to present what you are presenting, you're there to present. Now, I am going to give you all a very simple simple steps to go from fear to flow, which are: focus on message. Your first shift is going to be focus on message. Now, from how do I sound to how can I help my audience is your journey. If you are just there to present facts, if you are just there to present your knowledge, you are not going to connect with your audience and you are not going to make an effort for delivering your message. Instead, if you think that you just have to help your audience, how your content, how your knowledge is going to help audience, it'll be better and easier for you to connect with them. Always have a conversation mindset. Never just go there on the stage presenting the facts. The Harvard is saying this, there are 2000 case studies, this is what is happening and this is what the results are. Instead of that, if you go into a conversation, if you go to a training session and you start up with an idea, if you started with a question, how many of you feel nervous when you're on the stage? You might get a lot of answers, not a lot of answers at the beginning, but towards the end, your audience starts feeling comfortable, and their comfortness gives you the comfort to speak your message clearly. And lastly, is a start small. So, like I said in the previous point, that conversation mindset, always have an idea given to them. That way, you're going to start small and you're going to connect more. And remember, confidence grows through repetitions, not perfection. Even if you have a lot of knowledge, but you haven't done your repetitions, you are not going to have the confidence. You're going to be stuck with your perfection, but you're not going to have the confidence. You're not going to have the confidence if you haven't done rehearsals a lot of times. Now, moving on to a formula that I'm going to give you all, which is how to speak confidence formula. So, practice, progress, and confidence. Like I said, Confidence is built with repetition. So if you practice a lot, you progress and you are a confident speaker. And there are again three simple steps, speaking habits that you can apply. I'm pretty sure I am applying today. So I'm going to give you all the same ones here. One is prepare one clear point, what you want to say. Like I want to, since the beginning, I wanted to say that how to be a natural speaker, how to be a confident speaker. So continued the same. I continue the same sentence. I continue the same point. Right? Speak in short sentences. A lot of lengthier sentences actually tend to lose a lot of audiences and their interest also. And sometimes even the trainer gets off track as well. So you have to make sure that your information is very crisp and it is very relatable and it is very easy for them to understand as well, right? And obviously, pause and breathe instead of rushing. You have so much of knowledge to deliver, but you have to select the best one for everybody. And you have to make sure, instead of just getting a lot of words out of your mouth, you can pause, you can breathe, and then your mind is going to. You can have a 3 second rule also. I have seen into a movie recently that if something falls on the ground for 3 seconds, you can just pick it up and eat it again, right? So if for 3 seconds, if you're waiting before putting up the next word that's going to come out your mouth, I'm pretty sure you're going to get the most apt word that you're going to do. And lastly, remember, natural speakers are not fearless, they are practiced. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Asha. That was indeed wonderful. Yes, over to you, Kalpana. What was your key takeaway from the session?
My key takeaway was the last point she gave me, to pause. I think these pauses brings clarity. It also takes away the nervousness. It also helps us to adjust our thoughts because, as she put earlier, that if you practice and that too with short sentences, your mind grasps the situations and is not in the mold of, okay, let me recall, I have memorized it. And anyone can construct short sentences based on the points that they have read it. So I think practice is the way to progress, as the slide says, is my takeaway.
Okay.
Also, to focus on the message to overcome the nervousness. I think that was what she told in the first slide. And what else she told was don't have a mindset where you think that people will judge you. If you go there with the thought that you're going to share the knowledge or you're going to make a difference to the participants who are there, it's kudos. You can do it. It's like driving a car, right? You concentrate on the road, not on the rear view mirrors.
Yes.
Thank you, Asha. That was wonderful.
Pleasure's all
Thank
mine.
you. Thank you, Kalpana. Smita, would you like to say something?
Yeah, for me, definitely, as Kalpana mentioned, practice, progress, confidence gives you the flow, right? And definitely, everyone understanding it, everyone has the butterflies in the stomach at the start. You just need to calm them down and practice it, and then you will get the success. That's my takeaway from the session.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank,
Asha, for that.
thank you, Asha, for that session. Uh, Matrix. Remember, PPTs don't create impact, clarity, tone, and conviction do. Let's keep refining both content and presence. Well done. This is me, Radhika Kotha, signing off. I'll see you in the next session. Bye bye.